The following content is for entertainment purposes only. All of the voices in this video and this disclaimer were generated using artificial intelligence and are not actual quotes of the persons depicted. This content is purely satirical and is in no way a political advertisement or contains any political bias. Viewer discretion is advised.
Howdy partners, and welcome to episode 31 of Presidents Play Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's time for what should be my last full turn of this series as we begin 20 minutes of straight battling. We will be making our way downtown to ruin Misty's date and then earn our Cascade badge. How are you fine gentlemen doing today as I get underway with this gauntlet?
Did you really need to assault us with the whole "hey guys, I'm from Texas" thing with the first words that came out of your mouth? Also, is this your first episode with us? We do intros about 5 minutes into videos after some matter of distraction. What is this normie bullshit of a proper introduction?
Well, excuse me for trying to keep my episode on the rails and not descend into utter chaos. Also, don't be talking bad about Texas Donald. You weren't saying this a few weeks ago when they handed you 40 electoral votes. Now were you?
A, my win was so bigly and convincing that I didn't even need Texas at the end of the day. Can you actually believe Texas could have turned blue and I still would have won the election? That just shows how amazing of a person I really am. Imagine if the Dems lost New York. They'd be screwed.
Thank you for convincing me voting for Kamala was the right thing to do.
The fuck did you just say, fake-ass Arthur Morgan?
I didn't say anything at all, Donnie, old pal. Hey, Barack and Joey, we haven't heard from you yet today. How has your week been?
I've actually been back on that Pal World grind after Donald gave me the idea last week when he called you Vox. Believe it or not, I got my character already up to the new max level of 55 and have a fully condensed team of legendaries. It's been quite the grind, to say the least.
How the fuck did you go from level 1 to 55 in a single week? You really aren't beating those try-hard allegations, Barack. To do that, you would have had to catch 12 of every pal or something crazy like that.
Under normal conditions, you aren't wrong. They really made the experience scaling after level 40 some straight nonsense. But one of the great things about that game is how you can adjust the sliders for things like experience rate, egg incubation time, and even amount of pals at the base. So what I did was double the experience rate, make all egg hatches instant, allow for 50 pals at the base at the most, and the game became so much more enjoyable. But believe it or not, even that, and I'm nowhere near ready to beat the new raid bosses. Being a tryhard is basically required now.
I didn't realize they had raids now. Maybe you could use some help with those Obama. And of course, you know as presidents, we need to take a trip to the new oil rig for a quick democracy mission.
We're not always on at the same time, so why don't you get a dedicated server for your world so we can all tackle it at our own pace and then eventually do some of the harder objectives together?
I would, Donald, but don't forget, I'm still paying for the Minecraft realm that we host in AI Force 1. Michelle has been skimping on my allowances lately because of the price of groceries, so I can't pay for both servers.
Oh yeah, that's true. I almost forgot with my election dub that the current president is still a sleepy dementia case that created an economy I'm going to have to turn around, or the price of everything is going to look like the opening scenes of the video game Homefront. Tell you what, Obama, as your benevolent soon-to-be leader of the free world, I'll do you a solid and pay for the Power World server myself. I'll even allow everyone in the Discord to join it as well. But it's going to come with a few conditions. For me to host a server for all of you, I'm going to give you all two very simple conditions. Both our subscriber count needs to hit 4,000 and the member count of AI Force 1 has to hit 1,000 before we complete Crystal. We're only 100 subs and 50 members away, so it shouldn't be that hard.
That seems like a fair ask, Donald. You heard him, everyone get those figures to where Donald said, and every member of the Discord gets to join our Pal World server. We should have about a month before Crystal completes, barring disaster against Blaine or Blue.
I appreciate the gesture, Donald. Thank you for offering to help me with that cost.
There's a reason I'm the greatest president of all time, Barry. I'll write it off as a milestone subscriber gift to everyone come tax time. But enough about Power World. Something feels like it's been missing from this episode. Do you guys have that feeling as well?
Not that I can think of. We did an intro and I'm kicking every trainer's ass on the way to Bill's house where Misty is trying to pick up another OnlyFans subscriber. Are you thinking about donations? It seems a tad early to do them, but I guess that's something you could be thinking of.
I doubt Misty is pulling a Game Producer 6 by having an OnlyFans, so let's not call that out unless we're exactly sure. Oh shit, we completely forgot to include Biden in the conversation. Joey, we're so sorry for not including you. Please don't be mad at us and sacrifice half the team next week. And of course he's sleeping. Why wouldn't he be if he wasn't stimulated every 2 minutes? Donald, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, Barry, you know me so well I would love to. Sleepy Joe, You demented election rigging, narcoleptic economy, ruining border, opening fake COVID savior, piece of shit, open your goddamn eyes and join us today before you spend the entire week crying that you didn't get any screen time with us.
Mommy, 5 more minutes, I'm about to get a 25 kill streak so I can get a tactical nuke against Putin in Modern Warfare 2.
First off, don't ever call me your mother ever again, because if I was, I would have to throw myself in jail for what you turned into. Second, you couldn't beat Vlad and COD if all the ice cream in the world was on the line. Snap back to reality before I snap you in half like the twig you are.
Well, I guess that's one way to wake someone up for a nap. But Joe, why are you so tired, man? You've actually been really good about timing your sleep schedule so that you're wide awake and ready for our sessions. This, as strange as it is to say, isn't like you recently.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I've just been up later than usual these past few nights packing all my stuff because when Donald came over a few days ago to shake my hand in front of the camera, showing we'll have a peaceful transfer of power, he leaned in and said, "Pack your shit, because eviction day is coming."
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't planning that exact moment for the last 4 years. It brought me such joy to finally be able to say it to you, Joe. I can't wait until every last ice cream machine is out of this office and I can finally install a McDonald's in that section of the wall over there.
Seriously, Donald? When you lost, you incited a domestic terrorist attack. When Joe lost, he invited you into the office, he won from you and welcomed you back in a great show of honor. Why did you have to do him dirty like that? You need to apologize right now.
And also you can apologize to us as well, because don't forget, it's Joe's turn next week. If he was this overworked and tired on his turn right now, the run might have somehow ended against these level 30s. Tell him to at least take a break until his next turn is over.
You do have a point, George. Joe, I'm sorry you can do what Bush said and wait until after your next turn to start packing your shit again. And as an apology, I'll give you a great idea. You can give some of your old voters one last job and have them pack for you before I send them home.
Wow, even by your standards, that was an atrocious apology, Donald. And did you really have to include that last line? This isn't one of your rallies. You don't need to try and make any of your supporters laugh for votes with their twisted logic.
I've been doing it for the past 12 years, so it's hard to turn off like a switch, but fine, I won't mention it again. But talking about the episode, are you almost at Misty yet, Bush? I kind of turned off my brain and I try to forget about this stretch of land in Kanto.
I'm pretty sure it's just the one trainer after the 5 like in yellow, but why would you want to forget this stretch? I mean, it's annoying, I know, with all the trainers, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward, and there's no real nonsense.
No, there was definitely some nonsense here, and it's why all the curtains aren't the same in this office. Last time we were here, Obama transformed into his Super Saiyan form for the first time and nearly destroyed everything while speaking anime.
Gentlemen, a short view back to the past.
It would have been your turn after Barack, so I guess you can play.
自分の命を大切にするならコントローラーを弱置いてください。
なぜライツつけるのですか?
Joe, the curtains are on fire!
注文を決めましょう。
Hold me, Donald.
I got you, buddy.
止められない。
Okay, that's enough. Joe, get out of the way.
I'm still waiting on that apology from when you hit me over the head with that chair. I actually got a fucking scar from that and needed like 20 stitches.
And the two of us are still waiting for the mental scarring to go away, you Super Saiyan lunatic. Also, you promised you would get brand new curtains that all matched before I left office. I'm really not trying to lose my security deposit on this place.
I know I'm sorry. I thought I had 4 more years before I had to worry about that, but you had to do this whole dropping out for the good of the Democratic Party thing. Also, you don't actually pay rent on this place, Joe. You never put down a security deposit.
What are you talking about, Barack? I know it's been a while, but all former presidents have to pay rent to the former president they took the White House from. That's what Donald told me, so I've been paying him $2 million a month as my rent payment. You must have done that as well with Bush.
No need to bring it up, Joe. They're former presidents just like you're soon to be. They know how it worked, and you're totally not doing anything that they didn't do.
Donald, have you seriously scammed Joe out of almost $100 million during his presidency? I mean, I guess it's his own fault for believing something that's stupid, but come on, man.
Dude, I've been investing all of it into Bitcoin with Elon. Just shut up and I'll give you a few coins.
Oh, Bush, you're not going to fool me and make me think I've just been giving away money for the past 4 years. I know all of you did it as well. And besides, it's not like it's been my money. I just used the White House credit card, and the payment comes out on the 1st of every month.
I'll slide you my Bitcoin wallet address after this episode, Donald.
All 3 of you are absolutely hopeless. But speaking of money, and since we're already arriving at the gym, I'm going to kick off our donations from this past week. And to no surprise, our first one came from Legendary Gamer. He voted for Dark MAGA in our comment question and congratulated Biden on now officially going down as the only person to beat Donald in a presidential election. Thanks again for your weekly donation, buddy.
Ah, yes, Legendary. You are a man of culture, and your vote is definitely appreciated towards the winner of that election. You are more than welcome to cross the border before I surprise everyone with my wall on both sides.
Oh, please, you ain't building shit. And since you said you were counting the vote, how much did Brandon win by?
2 terms calls for 2 walls, Sleepy Joe. And since Dark Maga's vote count is a number you haven't learned to count to yet, I'll get you that final total in just a second. Read the next donation, someone.
You do that, buddy. But I'll take the next donation, and it comes from our man from across the pond, some Welsh guy. He gave his vote to Dark Maga while complimenting his skills and charisma. Thanks for your vote, my friend, and thank you for another 10 British people money.
Looks like Donald has corrupted all of our donators because our next one from Lex Luthor also has him voting for Dark Maga. And I know how it looks, but we all love Arnold, my man. It's unfortunate that he didn't have a better moveset, but he's ready if we ever need him for Mount Silver. While I disagree with your vote, thank you so much for another 15 bucks, bro. We're so glad to have you here.
With our 4th donation this week, we head over to the Ko-fi side, and the train of weekly donors rolls, rattling with, yeah, you're right. He throws us 10 more bucks, and no pun intended, but yeah, you're right. That election probably would get canceled at risk of that shadow game. But now that we have a vote for Dark Brandon out of one of our donators, do you have that final tally yet, Donald?
Earth to Trump. Barack asked you a question, bro. Do you have the final tally from the election?
Breaking news, everybody. Sleepy Joe rigged another fucking election against me. In what realm does Dark Brandon win 13-7? He's making alternate accounts or having his illegal voters from 2020 do it for him. It's bullshit, I tell you. We're going to the Capitol election, Welsh guy. Let's go.
Oh, no, you don't. You've already used up all your free trial insurrection credits. Take this loss like a man, Donald.
Cope and see, little bro. Stick to women in elections because you literally can't beat me.
Oh, fuck you, Joe. It wasn't even me against you. It was Brandon against MAGA. But fine, Obama, you're right. I don't want to get us banned on here before we finish Crystal. But afterwards, it's fair game, I tell you. Back to donations. We've got the homeboy Tristan, the great up next, who sent to us $5 on Ko-fi. He congratulates us on reaching 300 on that site. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure what this number means, but thank you regardless. Also, thank you for the praise on the re-election results. And don't worry, we don't have Biden on the spreadsheet tracking all the names for Pokemon when we play Ruby, so we won't forget your Sharpedo nickname. Thanks again, my man.
I'm keeping up to date on that spreadsheet, so don't fret, Tristan. But as we head towards the home stretch of donations, we have a new face to this section, being Ichika Nozomi. It's a $5 Ko-fi donation, and we will absolutely name an Articuno that if we catch one, in the rest of Crystal. As for a battle on Showdown that will be much easier to set up than cleaning up a parking lot fight, thank you again for your first donation to this channel.
Looking at what's happening in this trainer battle, it's just so satisfying to be on the other end of a Snorlax delivering an ice punch to knock out Zapdos. The other way around was definitely not an enjoyable experience. But moving on to our final and highest donation of this past week, we've got Mavis Songbird with a big $50 donation. We can definitely make your split happen, and thanks for keeping your word if Trump won. In regards to Arnold, he will be back on the team if somebody faints. He's just not stronger than anyone else right now. Thank you to you, Mavis, and to all of our donators from this past week. But speaking of getting stronger, I have a surprise for all of you here for my battle with Misty.
Getting stronger? What do you mean, George?
I'm pretty sure that can only mean one thing. George, you bastard, do you mean you're going into your Nen form? If so, what the fuck? I thought you were going to save that for Red.
That's exactly what I mean, Donald. My cooldown is over and I can contain this great power no longer. This is my last full episode, and let's be fair. Do we really want a guaranteed win against Red? Fuck that. We gotta win it the right way. I'm using my power against Misty in my last full episode.
It's hard to disagree with that reasoning, George, and you're probably right. We don't want your Nen being the reason we beat Red. We have to prove we truly deserve to beat this challenge. But Bush, I do have one question for you.
Doesn't seem like the best time for questions, seeing I'm about to head into battle and need to focus my powers, but shoot. What's your question, Barack?
Does this form of yours come with a banger like the rest of us?
You know it does, my man. And it's the best one we've had yet on this channel. Stand back, because these aren't going to be the only flames in this battle.
Better than Dark Maga's anthem? Okay, buddy, take it easy. It's not going to be that good, but I'm sure you can settle for second place.
Oh, Donald, I'm sorry, but you're going to eat those words.
Introducing top Pokemon and using champion, George Bush. Prepare to be defeated from the Lone Star State. I reign supreme. Y'all thought the battle was fair, but I changed the game. Strategic precision, you'll remember my name. Dead eye, locking on hardcore opponent about to be defeated. I'm the master and you're about to be deleted. Did I? Forming your team, the battlefield's mine. 2 turns strong, ruling by design. This is my Poke administration in full production. I am the weapon of mass destruction. Locking on target, you're out of time. Bush doctrine's coming and it's sublime. Did I? A Texan champ with a plan so clean. Can't melt beans, but I'll melt your team. Bush aura was so intense it could be seen without you. Did I think we agree the past is over. Every move you make I've already foreseen. I will not waver, I will not tire, I will not falter, and I will not fail. Locking on target, you're out of time. Bush doctrine's coming and it's sublime. Did I? A Texan champ with a plan so clean. Can't melt beans, but I'll melt your team.
Checkmate Misty.
Well, goddamn, that was some heat, George. Well done, good sir. That's badge number 13 in the bag. And I think we truly might have a contender for, like you said, the best banger in the history of this channel.
All right, I can't lie. That was definitely pretty fucking good, but I still don't think it's the best. Regardless, great battle, George.
Well, I guess we got our comment question for this week then. Everybody below, please let us know what has been your favorite banger on this channel so far. But as for episode 31, I think we've reached the end. Thank you so much for stopping by today, everyone. That's it for me until Mal Silver.
Shout out to our still lone channel member on the Ko-fi side being Hector. Thank you so much, buddy. And if you want to join him on getting a shout out every week, you can join him via the link in the description of this video.
Don't forget my promise, everyone. If we get to 4,000 subs and 1,000 Discord members by the end of Crystal, you get your Power World server. And of course, don't forget to answer our comment question. And this time, hook me up with the dub.
Just as we did last year, we're going to take next week off for Thanksgiving. Episode 32 of Crystal will be 2 weeks from now on December 5th. That's going to do it for us today. Have a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in December.
A Texan champ with a plan so clean. Can't